The 2026 Chevrolet Traverse in the base level entry trim being the LT versus the base level entry trim on the Chevrolet Tahoe 2025 coming in on the LS. Now let's go ahead and compare them, not waste your guys' time. Just don't forget to like and subscribe as we truly appreciate your guys' support. Hype up this video, we do need it, as well as if you have something for us to film, here's our email below. Email us, we'll talk details later. And a special shout out and a thanks to Roseville Chevrolet here at the Roseville Auto Mall in Roseville, California for providing us these vehicles for this walk around comparison. Now, let's start talking first about the Chevy Traverse. 2026, you get one engine option on all four trims. 2.4 liter, 4-cylinder, turbocharged, 8-speed automatic transmission, 328 horsepower, 326 pounds-feet of torque, MPG. Depending on front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, you're going to be around the 19 to 26 mark from city to highway, okay? Keep that in mind. Gallon gas tank size, depending on the front wheel, you're going to have a 19.4 gallon gas tank size. All-wheel drive will have 22 gallon gas tank size. Coming over to the Chevrolet Tahoe. Now, in the base level entry trim, we have in this exact unit a 5.3 liter V8 Ecotec engine, 10-speed automatic transmission. This one's pushing 355 horsepower, 383 pounds-feet of torque. But you do have another two options in the Chevrolet Tahoes. You have a 6.2 liter V8 Ecotec at 420 horsepower, 460 pounds-feet of torque. And then you have 3.0 liter diesel engine. They're all paired together with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, MPG on this is going to range around the 14 to about 19, 20 mark, city and highway. Keep that in mind. Your gallon gas tank size is going to be 24 gallons, okay? You have the option of having a two-wheel drive in either or an all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive in either or. Keep that in mind. Base level entry price, $40,000 on the Traverse. Base level entry price on the Chevy Tahoe, $62,000. Keep that in mind as well. Now let's bring the front end to you. Starting with the front headlights, we have LED projection headlights, high gloss. You do see the resemblance in both. Matte black plastic, active air vents or live air vents, chrome trim, daytime running lights with the hazards. We left those on for the eyebrows. Chrome trim, matte black plastic, upper grille, lower grille, matte black plastic. And you don't have 360 panoramic camera or bumper sensors here in the front of the LT trim. Now the Chevy Tahoe LS trim being the lowest trim, starting from the top, we have, again, more premium design. Yes, it's about a $22,000 difference coming in at $62K. We got the hazards on. We left these also daytime running lights. We didn't leave the headlights on, but these are daytime running lights as well. High gloss black trim, active or live air vents. High gloss black upper grille. We have the 360 panoramic camera. Bumper sensors going across, and the lower grille matte black plastic with the chrome. So you can kind of see already the resemblance in both. Now, shooting over to the side, let's talk some dimensions, okay? Now, you're going to have a bigger car, of course, on the Chevrolet Tahoe. Well, where it's going to beat it at mostly is the length and the height. The Chevy Traverse is coming in at 205 inches versus 211 inches in length, 6 inches more in length. Then, in regards to width, you're getting 80 and 81 inches in width, so it's 1 inch wider, and then you're getting the 70 versus 76 inches in height, 6 inches taller on the Chevy Tahoe. Now, wheel area. Wheel well trim on the Traverse, matte black plastic, no wheel well trim. Dropping down to the wheel area, these are add-ons or upgraded wheels. This is a Continental Cross Contact LX20. And it's a 275/60/20. Suspension system is shock spring strut suspension versus the Bridgestone lenses all seasons, machine surface silver, gunmetal gray, glossy look. Suspension is shock spring strut suspension. Then we come over to the side mirrors, completely different side mirrors, way bigger. On the Traverse, you have the high gloss black on top, matte black plastic, integrated blinker lighting, and blind spot assist. Here, you get 360 camera, high gloss black on the bottom, blind spot assist, and automatic foldable. Tahoe on the door, Traverse on the door, both in the keyless fob entry. They are different handles, and the doors are completely different with the body line cuts here and here. As you can see, way bigger door on the Tahoe. You don't have a body line, you just kind of have a soft groove there, and then you have two body lines here. Running board on the Chevrolet Tahoe, no running board on the Traverse. We have chrome trim versus matte black plastic. Up top, we have glossy black versus chrome, and then roof rails in the silver versus the black. These crossbars are dealer add-ons, all right? And one other cool thing that you get on the Tahoe over the Traverse is this little keypad. So you can leave your keys in the car, lock it, and use the keypad to open it up. Very convenient to have that thing. Then we come over to the rear. As you guys can see, you do see resemblance in regards to the glass setup here and here, all right? Then the doors, same in from the front to the back. Come over to the rear, so you're gonna see some difference. The glass back here on the quarter panel area does thin out, opens up here towards the rear. Here you don't have the connection, just one big glass here, right? Now let's shoot over to the rear. Now over to the rear of the Chevy Traverse. Spoiler, LED brake light, privacy glass, and a wiper. Black gloss trim, we have LED taillights here in the back, and that is standard on all Traverses. Dropping down, matte black plastic bumper fascia, bumper sensors, backup lights, parking reflectors, and twin tip exhaust on each side, giving you 4 tips total. 5,000 pounds of max towing capacity when you have the all-wheel drive, and a backup camera right over that Roseville Chevrolet license plate. Now we come over to the Chevrolet Tahoe. Up top, a spoiler with LED brake light, privacy glass, and a wiper tucked away so you get a cleaner look back here. You also have the option of popping this glass up, which is pretty cool. You don't get this in the Traverse. And we go ahead and dropping lower, high gloss black trim, a backup camera right over that Roseville Chevrolet license plate, a button here to open up that tailgate. So buttons are placed differently here, and then Traverse is placed here. Further lower, bumper sensors, matte black plastic, chrome trim, and 8,400 pounds of max towing capacity when you have the trailer brake package assist, which this one does have it on. I didn't mention the price tag for that. I kept it total MSRP entry-level prices for each trim. Let's go ahead and open up the tailgate. This is a manual opening tailgate on the LS, and then on the LT, well, that was funny, it wasn't opening, but maybe I wasn't pressing it right. You got an electric tailgate on the LT, standard on the Traverse's electric tailgates. Now let's talk cargo on the Traverse. Of course, it's going to be smaller than the Tahoe, as you guys can tell, but we're going to bring the numbers to you guys. On the Traverse, 23 cubic feet of space when your second and third row seat is up. 98 cubic feet of space maximum, third row and second row seat down. What do we get here on the left? We have hooks, and then under we have more cargo area with a spare tire under this tub, all right? Ways to drop these seats are going to be a manual drop, and that's what it's gonna look like back here. Now let's go ahead and bring over to the length to you guys. Here in the Traverse, 23 to 24 inches behind that third row. Behind the second row, 52 to 53 inches. And if I go ahead and slip this through and go over to the back of that center console, right about there where it's hitting the back of the center console, 7 feet, 2 inches, all right? Let's go ahead and give you guys the width in between the plastic paneling, about 4 feet, 48 inches, and the height about 32 to 33 inches. Let's go ahead and talk Tahoe. Now, Chevy Tahoe, 25 cubic feet of space when your second and third row seat up, 123 cubic feet of space, which is about 25 more cubic feet of space than the maximum on the Traverse, just way more space here. Now let's go ahead and measure that real quick. You're getting about, 2 feet. So you're getting about 2 feet in the Traverse as well. Let me go ahead and drop this second row. About 53 inches. And then we go over to the back of that first row, and you're getting about 7 feet and 2 inches, okay? Let's do width, about the 4 feet, 49 inch mark, same. And your height, 32 to 33 inches. So not much difference in cargo length in regards to measuring that, okay? Now let's go ahead and show you guys under the mat. You get some more cargo. Your spare tire on the Chevy Tahoe is under the vehicle to where the Traverse is actually under the bin. And then here you got a inverter on the Tahoe. That's pretty much it in regards to exterior powertrains and cargoes. Let's talk interiors or show you guys them. Before we continue with this video, if you find yourself in the Sacramento, California, or the greater Sacramento area like Rockland, Roseville, Elk Grove, and many other cities, if you need a passenger van rental for the friends and the family for the fun activities such as San Francisco, Napa Valley Wine Country, Yosemite, Lake Tahoe, Yellowstone, and many other places, use the link in the description below and rent from Vagabond Van Rentals. We also deliver. Thanks, guys. Let's go ahead and continue with this video. Chevy Traverse interior LT base level entry trim. We get cloth seats from the passenger side, manual controls, but they are heated. In front of that passenger seat, non-lockable glove compartment. The overall dashboard design with the silver and textured design inlay, chrome trim air vents. We come over to the infotainment screen, nice and big, same exact interface with the Google system built in. You get the dual climate controls on the bottom of that screen along with your heated seats, as well as you get your lighting control for your headlights and taillights there on that light icon. We can go ahead and mess around with the screen as well. Same exact thing in the Chevy Tahoe. All right. You could also go back home, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Wi-Fi hotspot, camera. The Chevy Tahoe does have the built-in Alexa. As you guys can swipe to the right, you get the news and again the maps. Dropping down, hard buttons for the dual climate control, USB-C plug-in here and a USB-A with the 12-volt outlet, wireless charging pad, cup holders, cubby room for your belongings, removable tray and center console area. Over to the driver cockpit cluster area. Same interface on the cluster between Tahoe and Traverse. You can mess around with that theme. You, I believe, up to 4 settings. I'm gonna leave the navigation on because I like that better. Controls on the right-hand side resemble each other. Voice control, heated steering wheel control, media control, as well as your phone control. On the left-hand side of that steering wheel, cruise control, as well as your crash warning. Paddle shifters for the 8-speed, right behind that steering wheel. A lever here for shifting your gears for your transmission, same exact as Tahoe. And a lever here for the signal lights and your windshield wipers, again, same exact as Tahoe. Over to the left-hand side, a parking brake, your mode button that actually changes modes, and you'll see that on your infotainment screen as you guys switch through the infotainment modes. Then we come over to the door panel. Door panel is a bit more grand in the Tahoe. You get an extra level of cubby room, unlock lock button, handle, window switches, side mirror switches, and a switch there for your tailgate. Now we're done with the front side. Let's show you second and third row Traverse. Now second row in the Traverse. To put space into perspective, I'm 6 feet 2 inches tall. Legroom is here. Head clearance is here in the Traverse. You will get it also in the Tahoe, front and second row. The question arises on the third row of each vehicle. In front of us, here on the bench seat, we get pockets on the back of those front seats. In between, cup holders, tri-zone climate control, as you're gonna see in both vehicles, USB-C plug-ins here in the Traverse, and a little cubby room for personal belonging. We get car seat compatibility, a 60% bench on the left-hand side, a 40% bench on the right-hand side, and different controls on the bench seating. You got a lever here in the front to move this seat back and forward, a lever here to drop the backrest, and a lever here to bunny hop this seat forward, okay? Now we're gonna go ahead, jump inside the third row. All right, now third row. Now it's gonna be a bit more tight back here. My legs are touching the second row. Up top, you still get the head clearance completely. Air vents are still back here as well. For the second and third row, you're getting the same air vents as well as the reading lights. Cup holders resemble each other in the Tahoe as well as in the Traverse, and the USB-C plugins in both. So this is pretty much the third row of the Traverse. Slightly claustrophobic. Again, this is the more of the mid-size SUV here at Chevrolet. We're gonna jump inside the Tahoe and show you guys what a full-size $62,000 gets you. Now inside the Chevrolet Tahoe. Starting with the seating surfaces, yes, your LS doesn't come with the leather seating surfaces. This is a $4,000 add-up market price with the heated seats. Keep that in mind. They do look great inside this for $4,000 extra, but you're not going to get this set up in a standard LS. In front, you do get a lockable glove compartment though, versus non-lockable on the Traverse. And the dashboard completely different with the wooden inlay, chrome trim, and the air vents. Coming over to the infotainment screen, you get a bigger screen, at least by 1 inch to 1.5 inches on the screen. You do have the Google system and the built-in Alexa with the auto park assist because you have the 360 camera system. Let's go ahead and show you guys what the navigation looks like on this exact unit. There you go. Dual climate controls there on the bottom. If I go ahead, click home and show you guys a 360 camera, bird's eye view, which is one of the biggest bells and whistles that I love on my vehicles. And you could go ahead and slide to the right. You still get the news, the Wi-Fi hotspot. Dropping down, air vents, same exact setup in regards to the hard buttons for the dual climate controls. We have more room here, USB-C, USB-A plug-in, cup holders, a center console with USB-C, USB-A, and a removable tray with a huge center console area. Over to the leather wrapped steering wheel. Pretty much same exact idea of the setup. You can mess around with that. Cluster. Controls the same on the right and the left. Paddle shifting for that 10-speed, same. Lever here, same. Windshield wiper lever, same. We're going to get a lot of differences here on the left-hand side. You got a lot of stuff going on over here, okay? Parking brake button, your camera system, traction control, hill descent, parking sensors, lane departure, engine on off, four-wheel drive knob, a lighting knob instead of being on your screen like the Traverse where it's touch sensitive. As I showed you guys have a manual knob, and I have to say I like the manual knobs a whole lot better. Trailer brake system as well, because this does come with the trailer brake or the trailer tow package added on top. 8,400 pounds, you're going to need that. Over to the door panel. Remember I told you extra layer of cubby room, window switches, side mirror switches, and unlock lock button. Pretty much done with the front side. Let's show you second and third row Tahoe. Now second row inside the Tahoe. I have to say, guys, a way more open or airy vibe inside the Tahoe second row. Leg room is there, headroom is there. Remember, I'm 6 feet 2 inches tall. You do also have an armrest and the cup holders here on the second row bench. You get the leather wrapped seating surfaces back here. That's again the add-on. And we get the pockets on the back of the front row seats, sorry. Cup holders, way bigger cup holders. I mean, or more spread out, I might say, with some little room in between. Tri-zone climate control looks pretty much like the same unit. USB-C plugins and an inverter back here. Now, ways to control this seat, you're going to have the levers here. One lever to move it forward and back. A lever here for the backrest and to bunny hop as well. Well, you don't get a lever here like you do in the Traverse. So, right here, and pull that up again, and that's how you're going to bunny hop it forward. All right, let's step inside the third row area. Way more roomy in the Tahoe, I have to say. Now, gosh, that price tag at like that $20,000 difference, $22,000 difference, I know it's a big difference for people. It's almost another half a Traverse, but again, it all depends what you're going for. You get way more room back here. Another USB-C plug-in on the right and the left. Cup holders, so they do resemble each other in that. Reading lights and air vents as well back here. Now, here's the MSRP sticker first to the Traverse, okay? Again, entry level, $40,000. Suggested MSRP price, $62,000 on this MSRP sticker for the Tahoe. Here you go. And this is the suggested. With everything added, this one's coming in at $74K. Again, guys, let us know what you guys think. Hopefully this video did help you guys out. Please like and subscribe. I can't emphasize it enough. We truly need and appreciate your guys' support. Hype up this video and check us out. More videos for the car reviews and car products at Vagabond Builds with James and Sando. Thank you and God bless.